It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo.
Thanks, sir.
All right, well, mute it.
All right. Sir, please state your name and your DOC number for the record.
My name is Gregory Smith.
DOC number.
762-007.
You enjoyed saying that 007, didn't you?
That's
Lost on me. Sir, according to your master prison record, you're a first class offender. You are currently serving a 13-year sentence for indecent behavior with a juvenile. You have a parole eligibility date that's passed. It was November 16, 2023. You're not eligible for good time, and you have a full-time date of July 18, 2032. Is that information correct according to your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. At this time, we're going to begin our questioning with Mr. Freeman. You also have people in support and would like to speak, and at the appropriate time, we will ask them to speak, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Freeman, will you begin?
Okay, Mr. Smith. How long have you been in jail on this charge?
Well, Mr. Freeman, I've been in jail close to almost 5 to going on 6 years.
Okay. And your first felony offender, how old are you?
I'm 34, finna turn 35 in July.
What was going on in your life at that time? What was happening? What did you do to make them arrest you?
Well, to be honest, I was selfish. I was thinking about myself, and most of all, I was unprioritized. I have no excuses on how I got arrested, but I just know I don't even want to go. I'm trying to harness and trying to get back to where I need to get back, but I have no excuses on why they arrested me. I just know I suffered a lot.
And so you admit to the charges? You admit that did happen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's one of your biggest things you needed to do. So I look at it and I see the DA, the sheriff, and the judge, they're opposed. Your spouse, I think she might be Anita Brown. I'm not sure if y'all married yet. I know she's here to speak, is in favor. And the victim's mother, Dara Hawkins, didn't have a comment. She wasn't opposed and she wasn't in favor. She didn't have a comment. She wasn't, the victim's family is unopposed. So that actually the mother said she was unopposed. I want to get that straight for the record. Okay. What kind of classes have you taken since you've been in jail?
Sir, well, Mr. Freeman, I tried to get classes since I've been incarcerated, but since the pandemic had started in 2000, came to jail in 2019, and I was told that being a sex offender, we weren't able to get classes, but I still took initiative and tried to get into classes. And when I was at Winsboro, I was a mentor. I was a mentor for programs. I was helping people with their GD classes. I participated I was also a dorm rep for certain classes like the CTP and victim awareness. I was helping, but I still took initiative because I didn't want to make no excuses like why I couldn't and why they tell me one thing that I can't do. But I know, like, I tried. I really would try. I would try, and they let me be mentors. And while I'm incarcerated now, I did do some type of classes. Well, some classes online that they provide on the tablet, and I completed like a couple of them. So I know it might not be as big as what y'all want, but I still try to take initiative and try to get something out of it.
He also has some certificates on the tablet. As soon as I can, y'all, like I said, if y'all give me an email, I'll send them to you all from the computer because I can get to them now.
Okay, well, we have the DOC certified classes. So, the ones that they get credit for.
All right.
All right, let's move on. Where are you gonna live at if you get out?
I'm gonna be staying with my grandmother. Her name is Dr. Margie Walker. I'm gonna be staying in Bossier City in Louisiana. That's 4518 Benton Road, Louisiana. I'll be staying with her. And she's like the most important person to me because she always tell me, no matter what, don't make no excuses. As a young man don't make no excuses. Stay productive.
Okay. You had any problem with drugs when you were on the street?
I had this one time. I don't make no excuses, but I did get incarcerated. I had this one time. I had marijuana on me, and I didn't think nothing big of it, but I did get incarcerated for having marijuana on me. I think it got thrown out because the guy that I was with, he ended up taking, that was his charge.
Okay. And I do want to note that Miss Chandra Walker, I think she works with Target, has sent us a letter saying that she would counsel you if you were released.
Yes, sir.
I have no further questions.
Ms. Stapleton?
Morning, sir. I see where, am I correct? The victim's mother and you have a son together. Am I correct with that?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. We have a 6-year-old son who's autistic. His name is Graydon Earl Smith Jr. And he's my world. Like I said, I had my life together, but I was also a great father. I was a good father.
Victim, tell me about that. I mean, she's going to be there. How is that working out?
Well, for the victim, for us, my stepdaughter, I opposed that. I'm so sorry. I feel like I really let her down as a leader and as a father, somebody. I really let her down, and I'm so sorry. And I genuinely suffer from it every day because there's somebody that looked up to me as a role model, and here I am incarcerated, and I don't have no excuses. I really just tell them I'm so sorry, and I try every day. That's why Dr. Walker, Dr. Target, I'm getting treatment for the rest of my life because if I can do it, I want to see a better me, not just for me, but for my son and for individuals other individuals that be in my situation as well.
Okay, so the mother and the daughter, they're getting counseling, right? As a result of this?
To be honest, I wouldn't know, but I know the mother, she was telling me that that Grace Genesis has just finished I forgot what the name of it is, but she just finished something to go forward and she was telling me how I would tell her mother, because I'm still the father of Graydon, and I would tell her that I'm finished and I'm taking classes to get you know what I'm saying, to get back in life and prepare myself for society as well. And so
I understand. Okay, so I don't have any further questions, sir.
Okay, at this time, we do have Miss Anita Brown, who is your fiance, and she would like to speak in support. You have about 3 minutes, Ms. Brown, to address the board.
Good morning. Can you all hear me? First of all, thank you so much for giving Greg this opportunity. I've known him for over 15 years and have been his partner for about 5. I can honestly say that I have seen a change in him over time, the way that he thinks and his mindset as well. As he said, he did attempt to take classes, and I did try to help with that as well, but was told that there were no classes due to COVID, and he was on a wait list, and then that he wasn't able to take classes. So he really did attempt, and I tried to help him as well. But despite that, he, as he stated, took on the responsibility of being a dorm representative, a mentor to others, and all the other roles that he was blessed to serve in. Excuse me. I also strongly believe that he truly does accept responsibility and he has remorse for his actions. That's something that we have talked about several times. And he has my full support, and I will do everything in my power to help him continue to grow as a person. I stand beside him and support him as he seeks to further his education, begins therapy with Dr. Walker Target, and any other professionals that he may work with, and help him continue to seek treatment and different opportunities to grow. Overall, I just hope and pray that you all allow him the opportunity to be released so that he could come home, help raise his son who needs his father. Me and the mother, we do talk. So there would be no issues as far as him being able to see his son. As I said, we have a relationship, so the daughter would not be involved in any type of way. We've already, discussed that, so there's no issue there. And just overall, just so we could continue our life together as well, because this is extremely hard for me as well as his partner. So again, I just want to say thank you all for this opportunity.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. We also have Gregory Smith Sr., your father. And at this time, Mr. Smith, you can make a 3-minute pitch to the board. You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I see you wave your head, so I think you can hear me. All right, thumbs up. Gregory is a unique child. He's been unique since being raised. And I think this part of his life has really shifted his priorities. And this time has really gave him an opportunity to look deep inside to see the type of person that he can be by going through this trial and tribulation has given him an opportunity to reset. And I think he'll be a product to society. I think that I know that he have learned from his mistakes. And one of the things that I'm really grateful for, that he's acknowledged his mistake and deemed not to make those mistakes anymore. So I'm in full support of him, been with him. He's got my name, my last name. And so I'm going to be with him and support him. And I'm hoping that through these hearings that he can be released and come home and start over if it's such a thing. I think we all in life can be given a second chance. So I'm here to support him and to do whatever I can to help him. Even as one of the things I'm going to say that I'll be finished. One of the things that I like that we seek is to have a professional personality to give him continuous counseling. Even after being released, he will get with that person and they'll schedule time throughout the course of the week that he will meet. But that's one of the things that I'm really adhere to. that will take place in his life even after him being released. So I'm hopeful and prayerfully that you all will consider him to be released. And I'm grateful that I had this time to speak with you all.
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask, do you have any contact with your grandson, his son?
Well, I haven't, because they moved from Louisiana, and where they are located at now, I have no correspondence with him as of now. I talked to Graylin maybe about 4.5 months ago before they moved to some part of Texas. And I reached out and then have not got the contact. I didn't know that my daughter-in-law had the contact, but I'll get the contact from her because that's still my grandson. And I still love him, and I want to be a part of his life as well. So I'll get that information. But I have no direct contact with him since about 4.5 months when we was talking. I was in his presence and we had a joyful time. And yes, ma'am.
Well, I appreciate you being here, both you and Anita. So at this time, Mr. Smith, do you want to have a closing statement to the panel before we vote?
Yes, ma'am. To the governor who allowed me to come forward, I'll just tell him thank you. And to Mr. Freeman, to both of you young ladies, I just want to tell you I thank y'all for letting me voice this and tell y'all how much I really appreciate it. And I'm very well. I'm trying, and I apologize for everything. Hopefully I can make everything right by going back to participating in my treatment.
Very much. Mr. Freeman, you began our questioning. I'd like for you to go ahead and start with the vote.
All right, Mr. Smith. First off, I think you got a good head on your shoulder. I mean, you're thinking clearly. Everything you say makes sense. You got good support at home. And I'm not trying to disappoint you. I'm just telling you, I need you to go take those sex offender classes. I am going to get you to a facility where you can take those classes. And the minute you get finished, you reapply and come back to us. Because I would like for you to have those classes before you get out. It's our counseling interest. Okay?
Yes,
Ms. Stapleton?
Well, I agree with Mr. Freeman, and he's got a wonderful suggestion for you. Your victim needs to know that you've done everything that you can do so that this doesn't happen to another child. So I agree with everything. And right at this moment, I vote to deny. But like he says, we want you to be able to get the classes that you need.
And that's my vote to deny at this time.
sir.
Mr. Smith, I concur with my colleagues. So you have been denied today, but you are on the right track. Did you have any disciplinary write-ups since you've been incarcerated?
I never had a disciplinary write-up.
I wanted to commend you for that as well. I didn't see anything in the record. And thank you for your good behavior while you're there. Sir, at this time, you have been denied parole, but we will ask that you are moved to a DOC facility where you can have the appropriate sex offender treatment and encourage you right back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So this concludes our hearings today, and we're going to close out, and it is now 10:53.